Have you ever just stopped and really watched a bird? I mean, we see them all the time, right? Darting past the window, sitting on a wire. But they are so much more than just a flash of color. They're these tiny feathered masters of engineering, of navigation, and survival. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on their incredible secret world. Here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll look at their amazing diversity all across the globe. Then we'll dive into the specialized tools they use to survive. After that, we'll see how they build their little family homes, uncover the secrets of their epic migrations, and finally, we'll talk about why these creatures are so vital to our planet. All right, let's dive in. Okay, first up, a world on the wing. Because to really get a handle on birds, you first have to appreciate the sheer scale and, the incredible variety of their life on Earth. I mean, just think about it for a second. From the frozen ice of Antarctica to the steamy jungles of the Amazon, birds don't just survive there, they thrive. They've managed to conquer every single corner of the globe, which just goes to show you how incredibly adaptable they are. So how in the world do they manage to live everywhere? Well, that brings us to their amazing survival toolkit. Nature has basically equipped them with some of the most specialized and, frankly, perfect designs in the entire animal kingdom. And here's something to wrap your head around. A bird has no hands. So how does it do, anything? How does it eat? How does it build a complex home or fight off a predator? The answer is just ingenious, and it all starts with the beak. See, nature's solution is the beak, but it is definitely not one size fits all. A sparrow, for example, has this short, strong cone. It's a perfect little nutcracker for seeds. The hummingbird, though, it has a long, delicate straw, perfect for sipping nectar deep inside a flower. I mean, it's just this incredible example of evolution in action, making sure different birds aren't all fighting over the same meal. So a beak is way more than just a mouth. You gotta think of it like a precision multi-tool. Birds use it to gently preen their feathers, to defend their turf, and even as their primary construction tool when they're building a home. And this specialization doesn't just stop with beaks. Just look at their feet. An eagle's talons aren't just feet. They are these powerful, razor-sharp grappling hooks designed for snatching prey. Now compare that to a little finch, whose slender claws are absolutely perfect for gripping a tiny branch without falling off. One is all about pure power, the other all about delicate precision. Okay, so our bird is fully equipped to survive. What's next on the list? Well, starting a family. And that, of course, means building a home, which brings us to the incredible art and science of the nest. We often think of a nest as a house, but it's actually much more like a custom-built nursery. Its entire design, from where it's built to what it's made of, is all about one critical mission: keeping those eggs and chicks safe from predators and bad weather until they're ready to fly. And believe me, this process is anything but random. Birds are following a kind of natural blueprint. First, they scout out the perfect spot. Gotta have good real estate. Then, they gather all their materials and meticulously weave a strong foundation. And finally, they add a soft inner lining, maybe some moss or downy feathers, for insulation and comfort. It's a real, deliberate, step-by-step construction project. And the architectural genius that's on display here it's just mind-blowing. The tiny tailor bird uses its beak to literally sew living leaves together with spider silk. The weaver bird creates these stunning, intricate hanging nests from blades of grass. And of course, the woodpecker carves out a super secure home right inside a solid tree trunk. These aren't just nests, they are masterpieces of natural engineering. But for a lot of birds, life involves a challenge that's even bigger than building the perfect nest. It's an incredible journey. This is the mystery of migration, and it is truly one of the most awe-inspiring feats in the entire animal kingdom. So, what exactly is migration? Well, simply put, it's the regular, seasonal movement of animals from one place to another, and then back again. Now, that back again part is key. This isn't a one-way trip, it's a predictable, round-trip cycle that has been happening for thousands and thousands of years. And this is the question that just gets me every time. I mean, it's one thing for a giant whale to cross an ocean, but how does a tiny bird, one that can literally fit in the palm of your hand, travel thousands of miles over open water and strange landscapes, only to arrive at the exact same spot year after year? How do they do that? Okay, get this. Let's talk about the Arctic tern. Every single year, this bird flies from the Arctic Circle all the way down to Antarctica, and then all the way back, basically chasing the summer sun. The total distance of that round trip? 22,000 miles. It's an unbelievable journey that lets this small bird see more daylight than any other creature on the planet. Just wow. So why do they do it? Well, the why is pretty straightforward. They're following food, good weather, and finding safe places to raise their young. But the how? That's where it gets mind-bending. Birds have a built-in compass. Scientists believe that special proteins in their eyes allow them to literally see the Earth's magnetic field. They combine that sixth sense with navigating by the sun and the stars. It's like a natural GPS that we are only just beginning to understand. Okay, so we've seen how incredible individual birds are. But for our final point, let's zoom out and ask, why do birds matter to all of us? Well, it all comes down to their absolutely vital role in our ecosystems. Honestly, birds are kind of like the planet's essential workers. They're pollinators for countless plants, they're gardeners, spreading seeds that grow into new forests, they provide natural pest control by eating billions of crop-damaging insects, and as both predator and prey, they are a crucial link in the food web. Our world simply wouldn't work without them. So, I'll leave you with this. After everything we've talked about today, their tools, their homes, their incredible journeys, the next time you see a bird, what are you going to notice first? Will it be the shape of its beak, the way its claws grip a branch, or will you maybe just wonder for a second, where in the world has this tiny traveler been, and where is it going next?